Nobody is talking about the one thing hiding in plain sight on a license plate, on a garage wall, on a piece of background decor that Rockstar did not have to include but chose to include anyway. It is called Gloriana, and if you have been paying attention since 2022, you already know this is not an accident anymore. Let's start exactly where this just resurfaced. The new Ultimate Edition and Vintage Vice City Pack screenshots are stacked with collector bait. The 55 Vapid Stanier, the Shore Court Garage, retro outfits pulled straight from the 80s Vice City aesthetic everyone has been begging for, and sitting quietly among all of that flash, the same kind of environmental detail that has haunted this game's promotional material for almost 4 years. A license plate, a wall decoration, a background prop that reads Gloriana, the same word Rockstar has been slipping into shot after shot since the very first leak. Think about that for a second. Rockstar spent months building out a premium cosmetic pack. Every single item in these screenshots was chosen on purpose. Nothing in a Rockstar marketing drop is random. Every parked car, every wall poster, every plate number gets approved by someone before it ever reaches the public. So when the exact same mystery state keeps showing up in completely unrelated reveals, from a leaked pre-alpha clip in 2022, to Trailer 2 in 2025, to official screenshots, to now the Ultimate Edition rollout in 2026, that is not coincidence. That is a pattern. And Rockstar does not build patterns by accident. Let's rewind and connect every single dot, because most channels only show you one piece of this puzzle. They never put the whole timeline together in one place. It started in the September 2022 leak. Nearly 50 minutes of pre-alpha footage hit the internet in the biggest gaming leak in history. Buried in that chaos, sharp-eyed fans spotted a red license plate on a car Lucia was driving. It read State of Gloriana, dated 1988. Most people scrolled past it because the leak had bigger bombshells. Gunfights, map layouts, Vice City's skyline. Nobody was hunting for typography on a bumper in the middle of the biggest leak in gaming history. Then Trailer 2 dropped in May 2025, and there it was again. Not once, multiple times. Different cars, different scenes, same plate. If this was a one-time joke, Rockstar would not have scattered it across multiple vehicles in a single trailer. Then came the official screenshots. Gloriana plates hanging as literal wall decoration inside the rusty anchor a bar players will actually walk into during the story. Spanning what looks like multiple decades of plate design, like a business owner has been collecting them for years. That is not set dressing you throw in randomly. That is a prop department building an entire fictional history for a place we have never even visited. And now in 2026, with the game 4 months from release, with Rockstar spending real marketing budget on Ultimate Edition screenshots meant to sell people on cosmetics, they still made room for it. A studio this size does not waste frame space in a monetization push unless the detail matters to them creatively. Every square inch of a paid marketing image is fought over internally. The fact that Gloriana survived every single round of edits across 4 years and multiple entirely different marketing campaigns tells you everything. So here's the real question nobody is asking correctly. Why does a state that supposedly does not even exist in the playable map keep showing up in the one place Rockstar controls completely, its own marketing? The obvious theory, the one most of the community already knows, is that Gloriana is a stand-in for Georgia. The name pattern matches how Rockstar renamed Florida into Leonida. The plates are believed to sit north of Mount Caliga National Park, meaning Gloriana would border Leonida directly. Fans even found a Visit Gloriana site years back that redirected straight to Rockstar's own GTA 6 page, which is exactly the kind of breadcrumb Rockstar leaves when something is real but not ready to confirm. A random joke plate does not get its own domain redirect. That takes intent. But here's where I want to push past what every other GTA channel has already said, because there is a piece of this nobody is connecting properly. Rockstar has run this exact play before. Twice. Go back to San Andreas. Years before GTA 4 existed, San Andreas had radio ads, in-game businesses, and background references to Liberty City long before players ever set foot there again. It was not filler. It was Rockstar planting a flag for a place they already knew they were coming back to eventually. Now look at GTA 5. Trevor Phillips' entire backstory in North Yankton was barely explored in the base game. Just enough breadcrumbs to make players curious, and that curiosity became the foundation for expanded lore fans dissected for years afterward. Rockstar has a documented habit of using throwaway environmental details as long-term seeds, not short-term jokes. They plant things years in advance and let the internet do the marketing for free through sheer obsession. Now apply that same playbook to Gloriana. Lucia is confirmed to have ties to Liberty City. The official synopsis says the conspiracy stretches across the state of Leonida, which technically keeps the main story contained. But notice the wording carefully. Across the state, not beyond it. That phrasing gives Rockstar a clean narrative excuse to keep the base campaign inside Leonida while still building an entire neighboring state's worth of license plates, decor, and identity in the background, ready to deploy the moment they want expanded content. This is the piece nobody else is saying clearly enough. Gloriana is not being teased for launch. It is being built for exactly what Rockstar did with GTA Online. Remember Cayo Perico? An entire island completely separate from the base map, added years after launch as the biggest heist content drop in the game's history at that point. Remember how The Lost and Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony expanded GTA 4's Liberty City with new districts, new characters, new missions, sold as standalone expansion content that fans happily paid for? Rockstar has already confirmed through insider reporting that GTA 6 is planned to receive regular updates over time. Put those two facts together and Gloriana stops looking like an Easter egg. It starts looking like a roadmap. Now let's talk about what Gloriana could actually be, because the theory does not stop at just confirming it exists. Georgia in real life has strict gambling laws, no commercial casinos. That is exactly the kind of legal gap Rockstar loves to exploit for criminal storytelling. Imagine an underground gambling network, illegal casino operations, or a moonshine and smuggling economy built specifically because Gloriana in the fiction shares that same legal restriction as its real-world counterpart. Vice City already gives players neon glamour and beach chaos. A rural, tension-filled backwoods criminal economy just across the border would be the perfect tonal contrast, the same way San Andreas balanced Los Santos glamour against Red County's isolation. Then there is the gang angle. Early leaks mention names like San for San, the Gordia brothers, and a far-right militia operating somewhere in the game's world. Nobody has confirmed exactly where these groups are based. If Gloriana is real, a rural militia group makes far more narrative sense operating out of a Georgia-style state than inside dense coastal Vice City. That would explain why these gang names leaked years ago without ever appearing clearly on any in-game map location we have seen so far. They might simply belong to territory Rockstar has not shown us yet. Some people will push back on all of this and say a license plate is just a license plate. Fair point on its own, but one license plate in one leak is a coincidence. The same name state appearing in a leak, a trailer, official screenshots, bar wall decor, a redirect website, and now a paid Ultimate Edition marketing drop across 4 straight years is not a coincidence anymore. That is called continuity. Rockstar does not maintain fictional continuity for 4 years on something meaningless. Think about the business logic here too. GTA 6 is going to sell whatever it sells at launch no matter what marketing Rockstar runs. The real long-term revenue play is always what comes after. GTA Online proved Rockstar can keep a single game profitable for over a decade through expansions most players never expected at launch. A second state, sold later as a premium story expansion the same way the Liberty City episodes worked, is exactly the kind of move that keeps GTA 6 dominating headlines in 2027, 2028, and beyond, long after the initial launch hype naturally fades out. So when you see that Gloriana plate sitting quietly in these new Ultimate Edition screenshots, do not scroll past it like everyone did back in 2022. This is Rockstar telling you years in advance that Leonida might just be chapter 1 of something much bigger. The only real question left is timing. Does Gloriana come as a surprise addition within the first year, the way Cayo Perico dropped into GTA Online completely without warning and reshaped the entire heist meta overnight? Or does Rockstar wait? Let players finish the main story first, let the internet spend a full year theorizing and building maps and fan theories, and then reveal it as the single biggest paid expansion in franchise history, timed perfectly for a moment when GTA 6 needs a second wave of headlines. Either way, they have been building this state in the background for 4 years straight, hiding it in plain sight through cars, bars, redirects, and now premium marketing screenshots. And based on everything we just walked through, they are not stopping now.